Well, van life. It's been about 6 weeks on the road now, and I have been to 15 different states. I've traveled about 7,000 miles, and I've gone to about 8 national parks. I can't even count how many state parks I've been to. And this has been a dream. Everything that I could have ever asked for, and more. At the same time, it has been hard. So I guess this video is more just kind of recapping my adventure and talking about the story of why I came out here. In the past couple of days, I've really started kind of reflecting on the reasons I'm doing this trip and what I've gotten out of it. In the next 2 weeks, I have about 2 weeks left, so it's not really over, but I'm kind of taking the van vacation, the Great Escape, to an end. In a couple days, I'm going to meet up with my good friend, and then after that, I'm going to meet up with my family and kind of start traveling back home. So, in all reality, the Great Escape, the van vacation, is coming to an end. This van adventure is not over. I think I still have quite a lot of living left to do in the van. I've been offered a couple opportunities to really continue living this life, but I'll get to that later. So the best parts about this is, obviously, here I am just living at one of these state parks. There's the van, and there's Sage, always right there in front of me, is the freedom. I've had so much freedom to do just whatever I want, and really just take the time to go hike in the woods by myself, be by myself, but also meet so many amazing people. And I've seen friends, I have kind of ended relationships with people on this trip, but also have rekindled some really great relationships that I've had since I was a child. And so in that aspect, that has been incredible too. Van life is not all great though. There's been many nights where I've slept in Walmarts and Cabela's parking lots and slept in places I'm not really sure I was allowed to sleep, and didn't sleep well because I was so afraid that someone was going to come knocking on my window in the middle of the night and wake me up. So sleeping has been really hard. But at the same time, I have wandered into the most amazing places that have just been free, and kind of those Instagram spots where you just wake up and you see the sunrise and go to bed with the sunset. And that's kind of what you're doing. You're chasing sunsets and trying to wake up with the sunrises to see every morning. I've never seen something so incredible. Some joys that I get out of this that are really simple is just driving along and turning on a road. Sometimes I'll travel 4 to 6 hours a day, and really just having a turn off a road is so blissful, just to go not straight or continuing on the same road for 4 hours. Grocery stores. There's so many different grocery stores in all the different states, and gas stations. So stopping at different grocery stores and different gas stations is weirdly exciting. Getting ice sucks. For whatever reason, I hate having to get ice. I always go in with a full intention of getting ice. I usually get a coffee or soda or something, and then totally forget to get ice, so then I have to go straight back out there and then empty the the cooler. Is such a pain. There has been some downfalls. I lost my keys. Had to sit at a state park, which wasn't that bad, for about 5 hours, and ended up spending about $800 just trying to get into my car and get keys remade, because I was so far out in the middle of nowhere that nobody really wanted to come and make keys for my van. Sage got really sick. We had to go to the ER. I don't know if she ate something or the anxiousness got to her. but that was really scary. I've had 3 flat tires. I don't have a jack, so every time I've had to wait to get the tire fixed. Actually, one time I was only half a mile from a tire spot and was able to just drive over there and get that taken care of. I got stuck in the sand, which was terrifying, 30 miles down a dirt road. I missed home. I missed my family. I missed my friends. It gets lonely out here. Sage is great, but when you're by yourself pretty consistently, it does get pretty lonely. I lost a relationship out here that I thought was something really special, and it's hard being with somebody when you're living in a van, I guess, but you know, that's part of the experience. I think ultimately, I know I'm rambling, but ultimately why I left is because I needed a change. I needed to go on an escape, and that's what I did. I came out here and I realized that I'm a really strong person, and I really do love the person that I am. I think, you know, there's this part of me that feels super confident and awesome in the fact that I'm this solo female just kind of conquering the United States, just me and Sage. And there's a lot to say about that. And I also think that there's people out there that don't like that kind of want to take that away from us, as, you know, like it's almost a bad thing that we have this confidence, solo female travelers, or just independent females, that we have this confidence that we can go out and just do whatever we want and be whoever we want to be. Because what I've noticed, that maybe it's intimidating or it's frowned upon, because from what I was told in my relationship, that I don't want to work, or that I'm egotistical, or, I mean, along the same lines, I only think about myself. And really that's not it at all. I think about other people, and I think about how this is affecting my students, and how this is affecting my family, and not being there, you know, for monumental things. I can't really talk about, it's kind of a secret, but you know, I missed out on things that really do matter to me. And I don't think it's an egotistical thing. I think this is a life thing. We only get one life, and we might as well live it. And here I am. I'm living it. And I'm gonna keep living my dreams and being who I want to be. But I think that's what I've gotten out of van life. I'm strong, and I'm gonna live the life that I want to live.